Hello again, everybody. This is Virtual Farmer Ken Bob, and we're working on Clarke Farm's map right now, Farming Simulator 19. And today we're going to try to get some work done on Field 1.
Alright, it looks like the spots that need some coverage is right here. Whoops, I hit the wrong. You're going to hear me say that a lot, unfortunately. I hit the wrong. As long as I've been using this side control panel, I'm still forgetting what button does what. Alright, we're going to start off going this way. Oh, no we're not. I guess we're going to turn around. Now I'm going to go ahead and go this way and hit the border of the field because it looks like there's spots along the edge that are still not quite covered. So we'll just go around the edge real quick and see if there's anything that is still needing some coverage. That's one thing I like about the automatic application functionality is I can just leave the manure spreader on, and as I drive, whenever it needs it, it lets it go out. I don't have to keep guessing and turn it on and off and on and off. We don't waste manure that way. There are times whenever I run over an area that's already been done and the animation shows spreading, but the numbers show that it's not depleting the source. So it's got its faults, but overall I'm quite pleased with the way it works. I tried adding section control to our row gator because we've got a row gator. The Challenger Row Gator 1300. I'm not sure if that's the exact one that Ethan has, but I tried to add section control to it and I got the section control working, but the animation, I can't do anything with that. I'm not technically smart enough to figure out how to change the custom animations that came with that. I've looked it up to see if anybody else has done anything with it, but the i3D file has its own custom animations. So I'm not quite brave enough to go in there and start tearing into stuff I don't have some kind of tutorial to tell me how to do it. I don't know who all is familiar with Clarke Farms, but he's got a tutorial, shows you how to add section control, and that's what I used to add the section control, but everything I did worked, just didn't get the animation part of it. So I can use it and the sprayer nozzles will shut off. Matter of fact, if I put up the section control HUD, it shows the nozzles coming on and off individually, or the sections coming off individually. But the animation still shows that it's going, the full line is going, even though it's not. And the part that's even better about it all is that the capacity shows the proper amount. So if it's not going based on the HUD for the section control, then there's nothing coming out of the capacity. So I'm quite pleased with that. For being my first time of ever actually digging into the Giants editor, I'm quite pleased with the results. They could be better, but they could be worse. I guess really if you compare the two, this manure spreader, if it had section control, you can kind of see how it's spraying and then it stops and then it sprays and then it stops. So I guess that would be kind of like its section control, but just part of that automatic deactivating the sprayer whenever it hits a spot that doesn't need any nitrogen. I realize there really is no sections on a manure spreader, but oh, look at that grass field over there. I completely forgot about that. I wonder if I ought to run over and catch that real quick and do that instead of worrying. I think I will. That field is not big enough to get a huge sprayer in it easily. I think I'd rather drive over there and use the manure spreader. Oh, look at that trailer try to turn over on me. I'm going to go ahead and turn into field 3 and see if I can't stay on this side of the ditch. I know we got to go past those trees, but don't really want to go all the way back over to that house and back down. And see, boom, here we are. Turn the sprayer back on. Not sprayer, spreader. Yeah, when they're gonna give me the field. Oh, there it is. Okay, now I don't understand that. I own this field. Why isn't it giving me the marker? It's showing it from across the street. I must not have done a soil sample on it. I thought for sure I did. And it was showing us when we were in field 1, it was oh, was it showing this field? Yes, it was. Wow. What a uh, what a dorkfish move. I saw that little field and I mistook it for this bigger field. That is just something else. We kind of use that term around my house to kind of, I don't know who all is familiar with Bill Engvall, but he's got a little joke he tells about a dorkfish. And so when anybody does something that would be a dorkfish move, that's what we say. You're a dorkfish. Yep, that's what it's doing. I wonder if this will do any good right here. I need to come through and cultivate that out. That's oh, what is it called? It's a cover crop. But I caught myself off guard and unprepared. Now my brain's having a spasm. That'll look really good here once that's been cultivated out. Oilseed radish, that's what it is. Probably just go ahead and plant corn in that little area again. Not really gonna be enough to ever be of any benefit to us, but I like having the tall crop right there. Just kind of makes it look a little bit more decorative. All the other crops that we could plant there would just be kind of basically grass in the ground for the first couple stages of growth. Yeah, I'm gonna have to turn around and kind of come at this with a different approach. I usually try to outline it, and I mean it's working, but just kind of trying to eyeball it here, it's hard to get right up against it, and I'm missing a lot of spots. But that's what I like about having the lime down and then putting the fertilizer on top of the lime. I'm sorry. If I come through and put the fertilizer on top of the lime, just hitting all the wrong buttons. But if I put the fertilizer on top of the lime, I can tell where my obvious spots I need to get are. So the second time I come around, it'll be more solid than the third time. It'll be more solid, and then, you know, over time it fills it all in. But you can see here where it's even dark, but it's showing that there's nothing applied. I'm not sure why it does that, but it does that quite often. Okay, good. I got that spot and it took it. Let's see if I go up here and follow this brown path that's not got the lime. Once I come back around, it'll give us a solid line showing us that we're applying it completely. And then I know where I to go. I know where it needs to be applied a lot better this way. However, it's applying it, but once again on the map down there, it's showing that it's not increasing the nitrogen level. It'd be interesting to tell if once you spread manure, if you come back through and cultivate over it, if that changes it by integrating it into the ground more. I'm not sure if this is a thing in Microsoft. I'm sorry, in Farming Simulator 19 or not. I used to play Microsoft Train Simulator, so my mind was going back to that. I'm just completely and totally messing this up. think we've got it pretty much marked in now. Nope, not right there. I'm pretty certain this tractor we're using is underpowered. It's 110 horsepower, and the manure spreader recommends 130 just to run it. So that's probably part of our dragging this. Ah, just that one little spot. I didn't think there was that much of a climb, but I guess it is. More than I thought it was. See, there's the animation, and you can see it's still 8,999 liters. So we're getting the animation, but not the application. So I don't know. I don't know how to read that. What exactly it's trying to tell us. This field has probably been one of the most difficult for setting an AB line, because there's not really a good angle to get started on it on, because right there we're going across. But as you can see, we don't need any fertilizer or manure over here. See where my AB line takes me that I already have programmed. Maybe we can just use that, because it looks like it's gonna do something here. Well, that'd be a first for me for something to accidentally work right. I guess at some point I probably better turn around and start heading back the other way. Had a little bit of a real life distraction there. But I did notice something whenever I checked the map. There was a orange spot right over here I never saw before. I don't know if it's going to be able to be covered up, or if we would ever happen to run by that spot. Whoa. Love it how that trailer does that. I didn't realize we hadn't marked off our section over here. I figure I better go ahead and grab that real quick. These houses in the dark sure are nice with all their lights on. Uh-oh. I hit the wrong button. Gee, have I ever heard that before? So we've got a couple of options once we run out of this trailer load. I could look and see if there's any more manure at the other farm, the other cattle farm. But I don't know on that because I think we still need some of it for the grass field. See, this one has to take care of this grass field over here too, and it looks like there's a couple spots that still need some more manure. And being grass fields, again, I'd rather have those covered in manure than using the manure on the arable ground. Especially since we've already cultivated all the arable. Okay, we've got this line back up so we can go look. That cattle pen is the first one, and it shows manure. Oh, there's plenty of manure. Almost a half a trailer. I think this trailer takes 30... Oh, 18,000 right there, yeah. Oh, so it's going to be a full trailer. Yeah, 19,000. Yeah, it'll be a full trailer full. Where are we at on that orange spot? Oh, we're nowhere near it. A couple more rows. I do like the animation on the trailer itself, how it's showing the load moving towards the back as it empties. That's pretty neat. The chains are going, showing how it's pushing it back. And of course the auger. Or I guess there's two of them in there. I think they would be called augers in this case as well. I'm not sure. Spreader. The same concept as an auger. I'm not sure. Oh, I do know why. Because I've got GPS set. See, I turn GPS off and it turns off that backwards beeper. I think that's a glitch I've noticed once before. Well, I know I'm getting excited about the next day. We're going to get some planting going and get some fertilizing jobs. We're going to start being busy here. Been a nice lead up. Kind of slow. Lots of cultivating. Same old, same old. No big change in scenery for a while. But now we're going to be doing spraying, we're going to be doing fertilizing, we're going to be doing planting. I mean, there's just going to be all kinds of jobs going on. So that'll keep us on our toes. Biggest thing is going to be handling the contracts. Hopefully those will be coming up right off the bat the first 2 days of spring. Because if we can get those done the first 2 days of spring, because canola can be planted right off the bat first 2 days, and then wheat, most of your cereals. You can't do corn. But I hardly doubt they'll be doing anything else other than canola, and here we are driving way out into no man's land. Oh, we ran out of manure, that's why. Alright, we're not going to bother with driving all the way over to the other cattle farm right now. With it being as late as it is, and as long as we've been going here, I have been going the complete opposite direction. But anyhow, with it being as late as it is and how dark it's getting, we are going to call this the end of our day. And I'm going to go ahead and drive this back over. I'm not even going to put it in the cattle area. I'm just going to park it up in front out in the grass. Don't want to put it up by the house in case it's got a little bit of an odor to it. But anyhow, we're going to go ahead and end our session today and go in and take a little bit of a nap and get some rest and get ready for the busy day that we're going to have tomorrow. So until we meet again, I hope you have a great day and stay safe out there.